Hello, everyone. My name is Beth from the Education Alliance. The Alliance exists to mobilize business and community support for public schools. And we are passionate about helping all students build career awareness and to be ready for future success. And one of the ways that we do that is by hosting programs like this West Virginia Ready virtual internship course. Today, I'm excited because we are going to be hearing from ServiceWire. As a reminder, this training is meant to be interactive between you and the business. So I want to encourage you to jot down any questions that may come to mind while they're speaking. And we are going to stop periodically to see if you guys have any questions or anything you would like to discuss. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Trish from ServiceWire.
Awesome. Thanks again. And so sorry for the technical difficulties, but excited to be with y'all. I'll kick off with introducing myself, Trish Weisberg Irwin. I'm the Director of HR and Safety. I've been with the company for about 5 years now, and ServiceWire is actually my family's business. So my grandfather started ServiceWire in the late 60s, and we've been in business ever since. We were born in Huntington, West Virginia, and have been operating successfully in this part of the state in Culloden, which is near Milton or Hurricane, if y'all are familiar, for 55 years. We are made up of 20% of our employee base works with a family member. So although this is my family's business, it's also multiple other people's family's business. We've got cousins, brothers, sisters, father, daughter, father, son, uncles. We've even got one third generation family that's all working together, a grandfather working in our distribution department, a daughter in sales, and a grandson that's in our scholarship program that works in our manufacturing department. So they all work in the same building together, and family is very central to what we do. So I'll hand it over to Ron.
Well, hi, I'm Ron Gibson. I'm excited to be here with you. I'm a 43-year, I've been with ServiceWire for 43 years, and it's been a great experience for me. I started out on the floor at an entry-level position, moved into production supervision, from there into quality, and from quality into purchasing, and now I've moved on to project management. It's been a great experience for me, and it's been a great opportunity. And we always like to start our meetings with a safety share, and I wanted to start that with you all today. And our point today is pinch points or hand injuries. And we use our hands in everything we do, and you need to be conscious of where you're putting them at all times so that you don't get them smashed or crushed. Don't put them in a doorway. You can people, I've seen it before, come up and they're leaning on a doorway or the doorway, and somebody else comes up and shuts the door on them, or I've even seen it, people shut it on themselves. So always be conscious of where you're putting your hands, and because they're a vital tool for you, and the more you bang them up, the more they will hurt in your later on in life. Trust me. With that, I'll pass it back to Trish.
Awesome. Thanks, Ron. Safety is definitely at the forefront of everything we do. And it's a great point on hand safety. And obviously within the school setting, there's countless places y'all can wind up with hurt hands or even worse injuries. So being mindful of lockers, close pinch points, hallway interactions. We only get two hands if we're lucky, and 10 digits. So making sure we take care of each of them is really important. I'll hand it back over to Allie to introduce herself and then talk about our locations and our values.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm also excited to be here. So I am Allie. So I've actually interned with ServiceWire for 6 months, and they hired me full time in January. So I've been with them for a total of 9 months. So I'm a process engineer. So these 9 months have actually been very rewarding. Trish was talking about how we're, very big on family, and it's a really nice environment here. This is kind of, although I've been here for what seems like not a long time, but it feels kind of like a second home, and like this is my second family. so that's been very rewarding, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for me here. So Trish, so Trish mentioned yesterday what my favorite memory was at ServiceWire, and I thought about it all night. I thought about it like all day today, and I just could not think of what my favorite memory was. Because I have like many favorite memories, but I know I said the word rewarding like 3 times, but it has been really rewarding here. I've developed a lot of close relationships, especially with the people that are operators here on the floor. I will say the wisdom that they have brought to me has been wonderful. Nobody here has been afraid to show me anything. Anything I want to know, anything I want to learn, they're very encouraging, which that helps me to be more driven. So so there's multiple favorite memories, Trish.
I love it. I love it. And we're so lucky to have both Allie and Ron as part of our team. Ron, I wanted to mention, recently received a Distinguished Career Award from one of our industry groups, and it's a huge freaking deal. So major congrats on that, Ron. And I forgot to mention that earlier. So anyways, thanks, Allie. It's a beautiful, beautiful memory. If you can kick us off with a discussion around our values, would be awesome.
So ServiceWire has many core values, with safety being number one. So Ron was mentioning the safety share. So safety is our number one commitment to all of our employees at ServiceWire. I mean, we all want to go home at the end of a long day and be able to see our family, hold our kids and some grandkids. So we take pride in this, and our most valuable asset of this company is our people. So we have a lot of rotating machines here, and lots of work trucks. So one of our so we have what we call personal protective equipment, and so if that means wearing gloves to handle material or handle machines, eyewear to protect our eyes and different things like that. So one of our other 4 values is quality. So we want our products to be good and reliable, so we can establish a good relationship with our customers. Because if we didn't have good and reliable products, we would not have, a good relationship with different customers. So another one of our values is technology. So ServiceWire not only invests in their employees and the people that work with us, but they also invest in new equipment, different things like that. So that way we can keep the future going, future generations. So another thing is service, which I think this is really cool. So we have a 24/7 emergency service, 365 days a year for your wire and cable needs, which is very awesome. So it's like Trish said, so ServiceWire was founded in 1968. So we started out in Huntington, West Virginia. Then we had our plant that started in Culloden. Then we also have a location in Houston, where our sales office, warehouse, and distribution started around like 1981. And then we also have our facility in Phoenix, Arizona, which was acquired in 1999.
Awesome. Thanks, Allie. Can y'all see these slides? I know Beth mentioned that maybe you couldn't see them advancing. Can you see them?
We can see them, and they weren't advancing, but you're not in presentation mode. And if you wanted to be, you're not. But we can see when you're.
Or do you see them now in presentation mode? No.
No, not for us, but we can see it just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we can still see it if you click through it.
Okay. Sorry about that again, y'all. Goodness gracious. It's a big Monday over here, apparently. We wanted to show y'all our like general identity video, which features some of our employees. So I'll click play and hopefully you can hear the sound, but if not, please holler if you cannot hear the sound. Sorry, just want to make sure you can hear it, right?
Sound is good.
Okay, thank you. So that's just a summary of a little bit about what we are all about. So everything that we produce is entirely made in America, and it's predominantly produced or procured in America as well. So a lot of companies can say they make everything that they do in America, but they buy most of the components from other countries. Everything that we do, like 99.99% of it, is made. Like the products that we're putting into our products are made here. So it's a big source of pride for us and our people. So what do we actually make? We make a variety of copper-based products. So what does that mean? All of our products are low voltage, copper-based wire and cable products, primarily for industrial and commercial uses. Sounds boring, I know, but it's literally in almost every single thing that you use to turn the lights on is copper. The average American home has about 400 pounds of copper within it, and our cars have copper in them. Everything that you utilize, this iPhone that most of you have in your pocket or whatever smartphone you've got, has copper in it as well. Our copper specifically is used for industrial applications. So if you think about a car manufacturing plant or a wastewater treatment facility or a power company, all of those applications use our products. Most of our stuff, actually none of our stuff is in your home, but some of our products could be used in your home as well to provide electricity from the utility company to actually electrify your home. Like we all mentioned, we were born in West Virginia and we're based and headquartered here. So we proudly produce this entire page of products in Culloden, West Virginia by our operators and sell them throughout the United States and Canada. Our business model basically, since our founding, has been based on service. It's in our name. We can get to the majority of the country within 2 days and a lot of the country within 1 day. So that's our positioning. We're made here, we're procured here, and we can get it to your job site as you need it. As you can notice, there's this small portion of the United States that we struggle to get to, but our freight team is hard at work at trying to get us there. We sell a little bit of our business into Canada, which obviously isn't a 2-day popover, but it's an important part of our business. So I will pause there for a second and ask if anyone has any questions. We're happy to jump in and answer. Okay, we'll keep rocking. If y'all got questions, holler. So a little bit about. Oh yeah,
Sorry, I do have one kid.
Okay, perfect. Hi.
Do you sell wire to AP?
We do sell wire to AP as well as other utility companies. Our grounding wire is used a lot in utility applications for them to ground their hookups, and some of our single insulated conductor power products are used as well for the utility companies. Good question.
I think that's it for now.
Okay, awesome. Great question. And hey, also, Miss Adkins, we dropped off a box this morning. Hopefully y'all got it, of service wire goodies and fun. So if you didn't get it, it's waiting at the front desk for everybody.
I did get that.
Okay, good. Perfect. Wanted to talk about kind of our training program. So we've got a really robust training program for new hires. We operate 5 days a week, 3 shifts during those 5 days. And our Service Wire Academy is a part of our training program for certain employees. It's an online module-based training program, and it basically walks you through each of these product types, how we make it, what the applications are, what the ratings are, what the processes are, what the benefits are. It's a really stimulating program, and Ron, Allie, and I are all graduates of our wire and cable program. So would highly recommend, if any of you are interested in exploring a career in anything electrical, that this is a great opportunity to jump in. And if you complete the course, you get this really sick jacket that we should have been wearing, but it's a blue service wire jacket. So we will turn over to our skills development portion, if that's, Beth, is that good?
Yeah, sounds great.
Perfect. So we talk a lot about within our team, the traits of the ideal team player. This is not our own idea. It's actually adopted from a book. But we talk about humility, hunger, and smarts. And each of these values mean different things to different people. But humility is first and foremost a trait of a team player of ServiceWire, willing to share credit, accept new ideas, take feedback, not someone that's too big for their britches. We want people that are humble and kind and eager to do a good job, but not boastful or I guess kind of full of themselves is kind of what we like to prevent. No one likes to work with someone in group projects that thinks they're better than everybody. So we think about humility a ton. And when we go to recruit or look for promotions, we talk about humility first and foremost. And my colleagues, Allie and Ron, have certainly exemplary levels of humility, and they're big team players. So then hunger is ambition. So desire to get good grades, desire to work hard and shoot for the stars, reach your full potential is what we call hunger. And then smarts is not so much about book smarts, but your ability to navigate situations well, finding solutions, looking under the rock and around the rock and around and over it. How do you approach a problem? So all three of these traits together make the ideal team player. All of us are stronger in some and weaker than others. And we look at the weaknesses as opportunities. So I know we're a little short on time here, but if y'all could split into some groups, if possible, and list a positive about each person in your group based on these three traits: humble, hungry, and smart. And y'all can do this as a separate activity, but we've got self-assessments in that box, Miss Adkins, that everyone can take at their convenience. But yeah, if y'all want to work on this positives maybe for the next 2 minutes, each person in your group or however y'all are seated, maybe even it's just the person next to you, whatever's easiest.
Okay, we can do that.
Perfect. I'll check back in a few minutes. Want to be mindful of time.
Thank you. Is it okay for them to write on the self-assessment?
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's what they're there for. Meant to be
Okay.
used.
Okay, good deal.
Maybe we'll give y'all another minute or so to reflect on prompt. Okay, so want to be mindful of time. I was thinking I could share a few just from our team. So I mentioned that Ron and Allie both have an immense amount of humility, but Allie specifically exercises this value of smarts often with navigating complex situations. So she'll be really tactful on how she approaches the problem and careful to not offend others. And Ron, like I mentioned earlier, received that award for a literal career of living all three of these, but most recently can speak to examples of hunger, of driving a really important project through that was related to our facility here in West Virginia, and seeing it through with a lot of ambition and desire to make change. So those are just two that come to my mind. Are any of you up to sharing? Anyone feel compelled? No worries if not. I know this is kind of a personal activity.
Anybody want to share theirs? Nobody wants to share. I told them they could write something nice about me too.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. How about Miss Adkins? Like, you were like all three of these with the storms and all of your important actions at keeping everyone safe. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, the assessments are really meant to be kind of a self check-in, and we're all trying to reach our full potential, and it's meant to be a guide. It's a journey, not a destination. And if you can make one small improvement every day, imagine how much better you could be in a year. So with that in mind, wanted to give y'all a few places you can follow us to learn more. So we're on all social media, but our main spot is Facebook and YouTube. So if y'all are interested in following along with everything we're doing, feel free. And if there's ever anything we can be of assistance of, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're excited to see what all of you will accomplish. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Atkins, we'd like to know if the students have any questions for them. This was a really great presentation, very interactive. So, but we'd like to know, do the students have any questions about this particular career path or about the business? And while they're thinking, I do have a question. So, if this was the type of business that you would want to be going into, what kind of path would get you there? Or there are certain things you should be studying, or what is the path to get there?
Yeah, great question, Beth. Thank you. So we accept people with no experience into our training program, which starts kind of like Ron mentioned, his career started with in our plant floor. So they'd be doing rewind operations or wire cutting, basically taking the full reel of wire and cutting it down to what the customer wants. So through that starting process, they learn all the fundamentals of what we do. That's kind of if someone wanted to take the entry level path. Within the year, they could be running a machine all on their own with commensurate pay increases. But if someone wanted to take a different path, we've got opportunities in accounting, sales, marketing, some which require college degrees, some which don't. And we've got about a half dozen people that are in our scholarship program that currently work here in an entry level position and are going to school to be a maintenance technician or a welder, or want to pursue cybersecurity. We've got a wide range of opportunities, and we are really open to taking someone without experience and giving them a fruitful career. Like I said, we've been in this for 56 years, and we're so proud to have had no layoffs during 56 years of business, and we're a stable place to work with people that you enjoy being with.
And I also have a question for Allie. I mean, Allie, can you give me an idea of why you chose this career path? Maybe tell our students how you got there.
So you want like why I chose like engineering as the career path? So I don't mention earlier, but my degree is actually in mechanical engineering. So obviously that's like like me personally, I thought that's a pretty broad degree. But I will say, I think the reason why I chose engineering in general is because I thought that I would never get bored. You have to use a lot of critical thinking, a lot of skills. I really like the idea of like how things work, like machines, like the flow of operations. I'll say that's why I really liked or why I really chose the career path with engineering. And it did seem, because like I said, I interned at ServiceWire before I became full time. And I really feel like once I came here, I really got to use those skills and I got to develop close relationships with, I mean, not just other engineers, but also operators. I got to be up close to see how things worked, and I actually got to put forth ideas on how to improve processes and how to make things more efficient. I really think that played a lot into why I chose the path that I took. Any other
Okay.
questions?
Ms. Atkins, do the students have any questions?
I do have one student that has a question. Go ahead, Braden.
What's the highest and lowest voltage of wire y'all can?
Okay, great question. That's fantastic. Want to hear more about Braden's background? But we do 600 to 1 kV is like our sweet spot. We can make a little bit of multi or medium voltage cable, but we really specialize in the low voltage space. That's our signature and where we like to stay. So that's kind of why part of why you wouldn't use some of our stuff in your home. But we're really meant for low voltage applications in an industrial or heavy commercial setting. Good question.
I know that, I'm sorry, go ahead, Ms. Atkins.
I have a student that's interested in learning more about the salaries or what they could expect to make if they
Yeah.
are low entry and some of the higher ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So just kind of like our macro viewpoint on compensation. So we pay weekly. We believe in the importance of providing wages on a weekly basis. And so that's kind of first point. We believe in a really robust benefits offering. So health insurance, we've not had increases on our health program in 6 years, which is a big source of pride. Our most affordable program at our entry level rates, if you are a non-tobacco user and if you complete a biometric screening, is completely free to entry level employees. So that's a great option. But we believe in providing a market wage and also provide annual merit increases as well as occasional market increases. Something that So I'd say in terms of like starting wages, we're very much in competition with the other employers around us of where you'd be. But I also wanted to share that we've launched a few neat benefits that I think are different. We have a program called Pillars of Service, which basically rewards you for every year. It's an annual bonus that comes around Christmas, and you don't have to do anything to earn it except for to be a part of the team. So every single year you're with us, it grows. So Ron's got an awesome bonus. Allie and I don't have that great of them yet, but we will grow. And Ron hopefully will take us to some yummy dinner or something with his like 22,000 or whatever it is a year bonus. So that's a neat program we recently launched. We also offer volunteer paid time off in addition to our vacation and sick days. So a full day to volunteer in the community, your favorite nonprofit. And with that, we'll contribute money to your favorite nonprofit as well. And the last benefit I want to highlight is called a lifestyle spending account. So it's a credit card that the company pays for a certain amount of it to be, it's basically like a prepaid credit card. And our employees can use it to pay for a gym membership or to pay for weights for their home gym, a spin bike, 5K, triathlon passes. We've had employees use it for rollerblades or fishing poles. It's like a really wide benefit that's meant to encourage our employees to be healthy. And so it's neat to see the variety of different hobbies that we've all got, but it's with health in mind. So I know that doesn't exactly answer your question on exact pay rates, but we definitely are in market and big on offering a really wide variety of neat benefits that are staying on the cutting edge of all these things. I think Ron even might have his arm weights at his desk currently. If you want to show those off. Yes, Ron, that's exactly what we're talking about. So, yes.
Some really great questions. Are there any more? We do have a couple more minutes that if they have any more questions that for our team here. How many employees do you guys have in all, if you look at all three locations?
Yeah, we have about 500 employees, and like we've said, we were born here and we're headquartered in West Virginia. So we've got the most employees here and the most tenured employees here. So a lot of longevity, a lot of people like Ron that Allie and I are just trying to aspire to be like. So.
Ron, what's been your favorite thing about having a career doing what you're doing now? It seems like you've done different things within Service Wire. So what's your favorite thing about choosing this as your lifelong career?
One of the most favorite things about Service Wire is they keep you challenged, and I get an education every day in something. Trust me, there's a million things that you'll get an education on, but it's been a great experience for me, and the opportunities are there. No matter what level you come in, you can come in on a level, and maybe you're just the employee that's looking for shift work and wants to go home and go fishing every evening. We're available for that. Maybe you're a little bit more ambitious and you want to come in and be a supervisor or something like that. That opportunity's there. We also have opportunities at our other facilities. Maybe you've got family in Houston and you want to move down there. We can facilitate that, but there's a million ways to grow at Service Wire and to expand your horizons, and they will give you the opportunity. All you got to do is apply yourself.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Adkins, does your students have any more questions? I know it's the end of the day and maybe all of our brains are a little fried by 3 o'clock.
I know mine is. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any more questions. Did anybody else have any questions? Nope.
Okay, well, if there's no more questions, then we can say goodbye. Just want to say thank you to Trish, Allie, and Ron. Great job. Thank you. I can tell that you guys are enthusiastic about what you do, and it's a great company. And we love hearing from companies, especially that started out groups on the ground here in West Virginia and expand. And thank you for sharing everything with our group of kiddos.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you all.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Have a
Thank you
great
so much. Have a
afternoon.
good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.